In today's video, I'm revisiting the F1 2019 story mode. This was the origin story of Devon Butler, one of the stars of the current F1 game story mode series, Breaking Point. And with Breaking Point 3 on the horizon at the end of May in the next month, I thought this is a great time to revisit origin of story mode in the F1 game. Because yeah, this was the first time Codemasters dipped their hands into any sort of narrative. It was you're about to see a very short story mode. We're going to do the entire thing from start to finish in this one video because it was almost like a Formula 2 prologue, like Formula 2 prequel story, if you will, to then your regular F1 2019 career mode experience. But you know, make no mistake, at the time, this was insanity to all of us playing the F1 games as this game came out. Because back in 2019, this was the very first Codemasters F1 game that even featured Formula 2. So we were all pretty damn excited. So let's wind back the clocks and revisit the F1 2019 story mode.
In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
It is so weird, you know, seeing at the end of this VT, Lando and Russell on the podium of Formula 2. Like, they just seem so odd now, you know, for having seen them now in F1 for so many years. And we're immediately then met with a pretty simple but effective team selection screen where you can select every single team you want. From Formula 2, this was obviously the 2018 Formula 2 teams. So we got some familiar names here in F2 2018, and then some of them we don't have in Formula 2 anymore. Carlin, ART, Dams, Russian Time, MP Motorsport, Campos, Charuz, Prema. We've got Arden, BMWT, Arden, and then Trident. I'm going to go for Prema since they're so well known in the junior categories, and I didn't pick them in the first instance. And also, when we look back at F2 2018, I want to leave some of the familiar names on the grid that you'll know. Alex Albon, he was at Dams Racing. Russell was actually the driver in ART at the time, alongside Jack Aitken, who's also driven a Formula 1 car for Williams. Lando Norris was in Carlin at the time. And actually, another driver that would make it to Formula 1 eventually for a little bit is actually Nick de Vries. He was actually driving for Prema at the time. But yeah, with wanting to keep familiar names like Lando, Albon, and Russell on the grid, we'll go with Prema. And then we get into selecting a driver academy. So again, this was groundbreaking in 2019. We didn't have anything like this either. So we can pick the Mercedes driver academy, and of course those will include, you know, teams we could get promoted to: Mercedes, Williams, and then Racing Point, as they were known before they turned into Aston Martin eventually. We've got Ferrari with, oh my days, Rich Energy Haas alongside Ferrari, and then Alfa Romeo Sauber, of course. Red Bull with Aston Martin, Red Bull at the time, Scuderia Toro Rosso, and then Renault and McLaren just had their own driver academies with their single pipeline up to their team. Now in 2019, I went with the Ferrari driver academy because my pipeline in the story I wanted to do was going to Alfa Romeo because, well, those of you who were with me in 2019 watching my videos, you'll remember at the time I was actually a part of their esports team as a bit of an ambassador per se. So that's why I wanted to make a bit of a story of going to Alfa Romeo in the first season. But since in this video we're just doing the story mode, let's just go for none. We're a lone wolf. We don't need anyone's help. That's actually a lie. In the current climate of Formula 1, I am going to need all the help I'm going to get because it's expensive in here. And with that, we start our journey to Formula 1, and we're met for the first time with the character Devon Butler, and alongside him, Lucas Weber. Who remembers him? He's actually a bit of an Easter egg. He's in there a little bit in the Breaking Point storyline. He'll be one of the guys actually giving opinions on social media inside of Breaking Point 1 and 2, and I'm assuming 3 as well, alongside yours truly, by the way, as well. I was in Breaking Point 1 and 2 in the social media section, so he is still actually in spirit a part of the story mode, but he didn't become one of the main characters that stayed with us. So let's set the scene. It's May 2018 here in the third event of the 2018 Formula 2 Championship. A mechanical issue presented Archer Arava with a stark choice. Put the team first and cede the position to their teammate Lucas Weber, or deny Weber to pursue their rivalry with Devon Butler.
Prama's new driver really commanding the race here. Devon Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins in the championship. And something's wrong. Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
Looks like an issue with the turbo. You've lost some speed at the top end, but you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can. We're all behind you.
All right, well, here we go. We've got one hand time behind our back in this first race. Turbo issues. We were leading. We were beating Devon Butler. And now we've got our teammate up our arse. Lucas Weber, he'll want to pass us. We have to decide whether we're seeding or not. Let's see how this goes this first lap, and then I'll decide, I think. If he gets close enough, I'll let him by. But I want to try and see if we can maybe catch. We've got Russell. Russell's ahead. That's motivation enough. I'm trying to get used to the F1 2019 and F2 handling all in one go. And on controller,
We're asking
I might
again.
add.
Please let Lucas pass while there's still time for him to make a challenge.
No, mate. Not right now. I'm sorry. Not right now. If he gets closer, sure. And then, you know, I can use him maybe as a tow. But I reckon we could get close enough to make a move on Russell. And just up ahead of Russell is Lando Norris. And then we have got only 2 more places. And there is Butler in the lead. Come on, come on, come on. Arav, you can recall how to drive F2 cars back on F1 2019. All right, use the engine braking quite good there to really get the nose turned in. We're going to be really doing some damage to the gearbox, I fear, to get this thing turned, as we don't have the top end speed. So I'm having to really extend the amount of time that we're on throttle to try and catch up a little bit. Floating the car. Weber's right up our arse, but I can see Russell. We're gaining on him. Okay, if Weber wants to get me here, then he's fine to pass. I'll let him through. I'll let him through.
Some people are going to want to talk to you after this. Not letting Lucas pass has potentially denied the team valuable points.
Okay, mate, okay. Getting a little bit dramatic there, engineer. We let Weber pass, but look at this. He's not getting past Russell, is he, though? Oh, God. I'm already regretting the decision to let Weber through there. If he doesn't get past Russell here, I'm going to be furious. Okay, good. He's actually going to get through. He might be on for a podium still. We're so slow with this turbo issue, man. That engine is not looking good. It's a bit lime green, but we've still got some pace in the car. Come on, gaining, gaining, gaining. I'm going to go for the lunge here. It's time for the filthy dive bomb on Russell. Just skirting the apex, but we've minced him. We've minced Russell. Wrapping to P5. Next. It's a case of F1 2019 handling is so alien to me now, coming back to it, with F2 cars then, of course, remember, and then on a controller. It's a lot to pick up in one short little stint. All right, just about got DRS on Weber. That's going to help me close up to Lando, but Weber is going to get up into P3. There was no chance we were going to actually keep him behind and chase after Butler. This turbo issue is so big. It's so big, but can we get a P4? I feel like the team's got to be fine with us. Like, the engineer tried to tell us off a bit, but Lucas is going to get a podium still. We only held him up for maybe, what was that, like half a lap, if that? And when he fully closed up to us with DRS, we let him by. And now I'm sensing one more position. Come on, come on. Gaining, not going to be here. It's going to have to wait maybe for the exit. We're not going to be great on power with a lack of turbo. And there goes Lando pulling away in his Carlin. here in 2018. Oh, rear end gets away. Okay, I've got one opportunity, and it's this next DRS straight. Good turning, good grip up. DRS open. We're going to go for it. Lando goes defensive in his car on the left, but we're going to squeeze him out and just grab the P4. Weber will get P3, and Devon Butler will get a gifted P1, as we were in the lead in this race if it wasn't for the car issues. But we didn't hold up our teammate too much, so I think the team can't be too mad. And we have to accept it is what it is. We weren't ever going to win this race with the turbo issue, maybe. Butler wins it for Russian time. We come across in P4.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed.
Another race and another victory for Russian time, as we see the drivers make their way out to the podium for the final ceremony. Superb racing out there today, and a well-deserved win.
Oh, so it was Albon then on the podium with them. So Butler, Albon, Weber, myself, Norris, and Russell. Some very, very familiar names there in the top six of that race. Very much so.
There you are. That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview. Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay? I think we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective.
Devon Butler is a
Lucas
twat.
are
That's
new
my...
to the
Oh,
team.
sorry.
How are you settling in?
I don't need to settle in. I'm a professional. I do my job and the rest of the team do theirs. Team are fantastic. Helps. I'm gonna play, you know, let's play diplomatic. Let's go with Lucas is an exceptional driver. And the team are doing a fantastic job. Sportsmanship increased. You'll have to see it.
Why didn't you let Lucas pass when your team told you to?
I think I did eventually, Claire. I think I did. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for the left option. I gave him an opening. I wasn't going to stop for him. But I did let him by eventually.
Great. Well, that's everything.
You're not going to ask me about my opinions about Devon Butler? No? Oh, here we go.
Not now. Next time the team give you an instruction, follow it.
Oh my.
It is not a request.
I don't remember him
Yes.
being this angry at us.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
There he is!
I can leave, or,
Get him!
actually, no, continue.
Can we help you with something?
Oh, it was just, you were the better driver. Yeah, from my car, it seemed like you deserved the win.
Okay, congratulations. But the team gave you an order. You could have jeopardized it for both of us.
You know, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you really don't have what it takes to be a champion.
So as you can see from the very start, from the jump of this character's origin, Devon Butler was always a bit of an arse and very blunt with what he's saying.
Lucas likes to talk a good game about the whole team thing, but the fact is, if you're in the same situation, do you really think he'd let you pass?
I would.
See the hesitation? Anyway, doesn't matter who wins. Next season, I'll be spending my Sunday afternoons atop the F1 podium, while you two will be teaching kids to drive go-karts. Good luck, yeah?
Look, I understand why you did it. Do you really think an F1 team will allow you to just drive however you want? Come on.
I don't remember Lucas Weber being so confrontational this story mode, but then again, I think the first time I played it, I think I let him by straight away. Whereas this time, I tried to keep him behind, then eventually let him by. So I got a slightly different cutscene to what I got originally. But now things move on. It is July later in that year. The 6th event was a low point for Archer Arava when an aggressive move from Devon Butler, shock, resulted in contact, shock, and the destruction of their front wing. Of course, of course. Butler's penalty saw him brought back within range of Arava, but with only a few laps remaining. It's time for revenge.
Look at them go! Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact! Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Don't give up. You're still in this race.
Oh, I won't be. I won't be giving up. I will be pushing flat out to catch up to Butler, to give him a piece of my mind on the track, okay? There is going to be a significant dive bomb and a squeeze out when I get to him. We're so far down the order, though. P11.
Okay, the stewards have awarded Devon a penalty. Push on. You can still catch him. You can still beat him.
I love that engineer. That is the sort of motivational speak you need. Mark, take notes. We can get into the top 10 here on this lap, and then we can catch Delatraz by the time we get to the end.
Devon is in the pits.
Okay,
Devon in the pits.
Devon in the pits. So probably he's going to come out within range, within a sector of us. We're pushing hard. I already feel a bit more comfortable with the F2 car now around Austria compared to Spain. It's all coming back to me now. All right, he's sick. Okay, we need 4 positions, and then we'll get Butler just catching Delatraz at the end of this lap. DRS aiding a bit. Get that toe going. He squeezes us quite a fair bit to the middle of the circuit. We're going to squeeze him out, kiss the apex, and then get on our bike towards Russell. Now, in the original story mode, when I played it, I don't think I was super aggressive. I think I just concentrated on going as quick as I can. But since we're just revisiting for the laughs, my plan is threefold. 1, catch Devon Butler. 2, punt him into the gravel. 3, laugh. I think it's a pretty bulletproof plan. All right, we're locked in. We're locked in. Catching Russell again at the end of the lap. That last sector seems to be pretty damn good for me. Turn 1 as well. Fastest lap. Arava, let's do this. Got to get Russell on this exit. Oh, Russell gives us the squeeze. Get out of the way, man. We've got work to do. Gaining. Russell moves to the inside. We'll go to the outside. It's fine. You can go defensive, mate. We'll outbrake you.
It's P7 at the moment.
Oh, God, Russell. Okay, good to see where the terrorism began then, Russell. In F2, was it? Gunter in P8 is next. I'm sure he's going to be smashing a door at some point. I think that's the wrong Gunter, actually. My bad.
Devon is a couple of places up on you.
Got it. Thanks for the motivation, engineer. Constantly reminding me where our target is. Even he knows. I don't care about Gunter. I don't care about anyone else. All I care about is beating Devon Butler in this race after he's broken our front wing. Gaining on Gunter. He's going to go defensive. Very defensive, actually. He's going to compromise his line into turn 1. We'll go sailing round the outside. It's beautiful. Chef's kiss move. DRS also. So he's actually helped us there. He's given us DRS on the next straight. And we're past him, so now we can use this DRS to get within the next DRS range of Butler. And Albon, you're my new best friend, holding up Butler. An absolute treat. We're in a bit too deep there into that corner, though, but Albon can do me a solid and hold him up. All right, he's right where I want him. This is Operation Smash Devon Butler. Right, easy. We're going to stick behind him. We're going to give him a false sense of security. He's going to be like, oh, wow, this guy's rubbish. He can't pass me. Little does he know we are biding our time. Here we go. Oh, we've got a good run. To be fair, we might have to do this at turn 1. Butler squeezes us. It's getting close. Oh, banging tyres side by side. We squeeze him out, but we're not done there. Oh, no. I've got another turbo failure. Oh, no, Devon, no, don't pass me. It's time, Devon. It's time. Back down the inside, he's going to think, oh, what a great battle this is. Maybe I can go for the switchback. Slow on the exit, he's going to think that he's got the jump on me. Little does he know the game plan. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. That is what you want to see. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't you just love seeing sweet, sweet justice in the morning? And now we can get back to our business. 1 lap left. Can we get back up, maybe, to where Russell and Gunter is? Let's see. Oh, do you see the side-by-side up the hill? Oh, that was picturesque, you know. In the sunshine, they go into side-by-side. I reckon maybe by the end of the lap, we could catch them. They're still side-by-side. They're still going for it. Go on. Go on, Russell. Get that overtake. Oh, bit of a squeeze. Oh, here we go. Going to gain big here. Russell on the outside. Oh, Gunter. I thought he squeezed him off there. Absolute ding-dong battle. Oh, this is an insane battle on the last lap. Oh, my word. I'm actually quite happy we're here behind them, just watching with a bucket of popcorn. Lando Norris has won this one for Carlin, but we're going to catch up and try and go for the double pass for P8 and then P7. Can we pull it off? We need to make one move here, and then Russell at the final corner. 1. Oh, it's going to be close. We're going to have to track extend a little bit. Dive it in. Oh, no. Russell's brake. Check me. Check that FIA as we get to the line for B7.
Finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Yep, and that's what you asked, team, is to punch Devon Butler off. You're welcome.
So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think.
As we can see, it's time for the podium, and I can see the Carlin team underneath our commentary box going crazy as their driver walks out. It was a great win, and it means a great deal to this team.
I wonder what the fallout's going to be.
Let's have your thoughts.
Oh, this is going to be interesting, isn't it?
Great recovery today. Did you think it was all over when you had the collision with Devon?
Which one? As soon as I realised the car was still drivable, I knew I was still in the race. Yeah, I knew we could still do the job, bag some points, and serve some sweet, sweet justice.
So did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devon?
It's a huge gap, but you just have to race and see what happens. That's basically the same as my phrase I always say. Never say never in Formula 1. You don't know what is going to happen eventually, so just keep your head down, keep driving, and it'll be all fine.
I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances?
I prefer to do my talking out on the track. That's what I'm going to go for. And my talking today was being Devon Butler's #1 hater at this point in time. Of course, forget what we now know of him maybe being semi-okay later in Breaking Point. Right now, he's the arse. I wonder how... Oh, here we go.
I was looking for you. Well, what can I say? I guess there's no other way to put this, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ever giving you the common respect that all racers deserve, because you don't deserve it, neither of you do. That was the dirtiest driving I've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
My thoughts exactly. I'm taking my line and I get smashed into? I'm fine, by the way, thanks for asking me. And then I'm penalised for the privilege.
You're unbelievable. You deserved every second of that penalty.
Yeah, cheers,
maybe
Lucas.
more.
Cheers.
I mean, aside from trashing the car, did you ever stop to think that maybe someone could get hurt?
Yeah.
Me? Fine. But winning at any cost is your strategy, not ours. You better watch yourself.
Whatever.
Don't let him get in your head. He knows you're a better driver. So, on the track, stay away from him. He will try to force you into contact. That's how he wins, yeah? Let's get ready for the press briefing.
Don't worry, bro. I'm locked in. So now we come to the final act of this story mode. It is November 2018. Araver and Butler were tied on points as they entered the final race of the 2018 Formula 2 Championship. But with Butler ahead by virtue of a greater number of race wins, Araver needed to score more points than him to claim the championship.
So here we are in Abu Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2 calendar has led us here to this, the final event of the championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle every bit as exciting as we might have hoped. Joining me for one last time here this year is Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I'm glad you're here because I think I'm going to need help processing all this. Surely, this is as exciting as it gets.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. It's the perfect finale. Two drivers, rivals of season, now going into the final race tied on points, both way out in front at the top of the standings, meaning whichever of these two drivers cross the line first will be crowned champion. I can't wait.
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season. All you have to do is finish in the points ahead of Devon, and the next time we see each other, you'll be the F2 World Champion. No pressure then. Good luck.
All right, here we go. We've got one job today, beating Devon, but if we can do it in style, I will try and do that as we go to lights out. And we're underway for the final race of Formula 2. It's been a horrendous start. Oh my word, what happened there? That was horrendous. We're going to dive back to get the positions. It's 3 abreast ahead between Albon, Russell and Weber. Butler's up in third. We've smashed through a polystyrene ball. We're so keen to get these positions. We need to have the filthiest dive bomb here. Oh my...
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I may have forgot that this was the old Abu Dhabi layout, and I was expecting us to go flat out, straight down there, and instead, actually, if you think about it, maybe subconsciously I just wanted to smash into Devon Butler once again. All right, this is it then. Let's go. Definitely not the second attempt. I can't believe I actually forgot that. That's the old Abu Dhabi layout. A lot of stuff's changed in 2019. Right, lights out, away we go. It's another horrendous... I'm convinced that the horrendous start is part of this story mode. They just make you have a stinker to give you more of a challenge. As this time I'm going to be a little bit more cautious into this left-hander, knowing that we've got that slower chicane to come up. We're going to try and go for the dive bomb on Markelov and Norris. If we can maybe just squeeze through. Sorry, Lando, sorry. We get through on the outside. No, I wanted to catch Russell napping, but we'll have to leave it for now. Okay, Devon 3 places ahead of me. That's calm. That's calm. Just focus on gaining on Russell down this straight. Oh, my eye. The steering in a straight line of this F2 car is a little bit too floaty. As we get down the inside, large brake zone, squeeze Russell out, dab the throttle in first gear, and we're up into P6, making good progress. Weber, our teammate ahead of us, Butler P4. Now, honestly, I would love to get Weber ahead of Butler as well. That would be ideal as well. Again, I nearly forget that this is the old Abu Dhabi layout. Slinging through here, very technical part of the track. And to be honest, I mean, I love the new Abu Dhabi, like, long left-hander. There were times on races on the F1 game where the old Abu Dhabi layout was a lot of fun with fresher tyres. Like, let's say you were on, like, a 3-stop versus 2 or a 2v1, and you were coming through, kind of, you know, it was so technical. So having higher grip tyre would just be a lot of fun versus guys going slower on one less stop. As Weber is doing a defensive job on me. He's doing a defensive job on the wrong person here. Latifi leads. What? As we try and go around the outside of Weber, he goes defensive, opens up the door. Oh, come on, Weber. You are making this so much harder than needs to be. That seemed like a bit of payback from what happened in the first scenario. Oh, it's a bit wide. We're getting close. Right, Weber's behind me. This is where I can try and drag him towards me and Butler, but he's actually got an insane slipstream on me, so he might just come for the repass. Fighting Weber a lot more than I want to. Going to keep him behind, though. All right, we've got the run on Butler. We've got a good run on Butler. He's going defensive behind, so it may just be me and Butler as we're going to tuck in for this sector. Easy does it. Keep it in second. Float the car through. Float it. Lovely. Love that. Big dive bomb. Butler goes for the inside. Oh, he gives us no room to work with. FIA. FIA. It's okay. Do we go for the cheeky? Oh, oh, he's locked up. He's felt the pressure. And we get the elbow out. He's bottled it. He's bottled it in the championship finale. Butler locks up under pressure. Okay. Now, can we get P1? From Latifi, apparently. Fastest lap, looking good. All right, we definitely don't have to worry about Butler anymore. So it's going to be all about if we can just navigate this into P1. Easy does it. Can't make a move with this hairpin. It's so difficult in the F2 car to get the dive there. On the exit, though. Oh, great exit. Really good exit. hook that one up. DRS available as well. Oh, he's just about pulling away though. He's going very, very right on the racing line there. On the inside, oh my god, we're inches away from disaster. Latifi's locked up. It's held up Albon, it's held up me a little bit. All right, Devon's still P5, so Weber still hasn't overtaken him. We might be watching Albon getting to the lead here on Latifi. And whilst the two teammates are fighting here, can we just sneak through for the P1 with 2 laps to go after this one. Again, easy, all about keeping momentum up through that left-hander. We've lost a bit though because I missed a gear. We're right up the chuff of Albon. I reckon we can maybe get him for turn 1. Do we get the exit that I want? Not really. No. Albon gets a really good exit there. Still, new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Can't complain. Oh, I'm not going to go for the dive there. Might go for this inside one though. Oh, that was very opportunistic on Albon. That's the most unorthodox place to make an overtake in F2 and F1 ever. I got DRS. Now all we have to do is overtake Nicholas Latifi. This may be the hardest challenge yet of this entire story. I think Weber's got Butler, you know. I think he's got him. Let me check. Oh yes, look at this. Our teammate Weber going around the outside of Butler. They're side by side through the chicane, but I think he's going to hopefully get that exit and get that second bite of the cherry of DRS as we further down the road catch right up to Latifi. Second last lap this is, so if we can overtake him before, we'll have a victory lap on the last lap for our Formula 2 championship. Not a great exit. Okay, you know what? No, it was not too bad. I reckon we could get a dive here into the hotel section. Commit! Oh, little bit argy-bargy, but we've made it work. And you can see on the minimap, Butler absolutely bottling it. Weber's overtaken him, and he's nowhere. Now I'm gonna take a trip. Now I'm gonna take you guys down a trip. Now I'm gonna take you guys on a trip down memory lane. And those of you who are with me in 2019 will hopefully fondly remember this clip coming up. But in the original story mode playthrough that I did, we had an insane triple battle with Butler and Weber for the race win here. And then it turned out to be an incredible foreshadow for the battle I would have with Butler and Weber in Formula 1 for my final F1 2019 career mode season and finale at Abu Dhabi. Because just like you can now in Breaking Point 3, back here on this story mode, not only was this serving as an F2 prologue into your F1 2019 career mode, you could also bring Butler and Weber, the two fictional characters, your teammates from F2, your rival in F2, you could bring them into your F1 2019 career mode. So I did that, and so we had Lucas Weber and Devon Butler as F1 drivers in our F1 2019 career mode. So it allowed for this insane story arc from F2 to the last season of Formula 1.
Wide down this main straight. Where have I seen this before? Oh wait, episode number 1.
Butler has DRS and Weber also has DRS on the behind us there, and so it's going to be 3 wide. Butler on the left, Weber on the right, 3 wide with our 2 rivals in the F2 story mode. You cannot write this stuff. Absolutely insane. Myself, Weber and Butler battling out just like we did back in F2. But that was then, and this is now on our revisit to this F1 2019 story mode. We win it in emphatic fashion.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
And thoroughly beat Devon Butler to the F2 Championship.
My privilege over the years to witness a number of great sporting events, and here's another to add to that prestigious list. It's the ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula 2 World Champion. Here's our winner pulling their Prema into Parc Ferme then. What a fantastic race. Talk to me, Davide. Was it everything you hoped for?
Everything and more. He had it all. The rival, the tension, the excitement. These two drivers have been locked in fierce competition all season. And to see it comes down to head-to-head battle for the line like this, well, this kind of things doesn't happen very often. Devon put in a good performance throughout the championship, but today the accolade goes to his rival and the new Formula 2 champion.
Congratulations, mate. F2 champion.
Hey, congratulations. Enjoy it, because it's the last time it will ever happen.
Devon, it's
Oh, here we go.
You came very close.
Yeah, we know things would have turned out very differently if I didn't get slapped with that ridiculous penalty.
What is it with you and complaining?
Look, somehow you managed to do a lot of things right today. That's great. You needed the win, I didn't. For me, this was always just a stepping stone to F1. Oh, you two. You got your work cut out for you now that I'm gone. See, you're going to have to prove to everyone it was more than just luck that got you here.
Sure. Winning one race is luck. Winning the championship is talent.
Really? Next time you use that incredible talent to ram into someone and steal all their points, remember they won't be as forgiving as I am. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I gotta run. Things to sign, important paperwork and all that. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, okay. Bye, Devon. Hate you, Devon. Goodbye, Devon.
So, with this big win, you're going to be getting a lot of interest. All I can say is choose wisely, or else you might end up with someone like Devon as your teammate. Come on, let's go celebrate.
And just like that, the F2 story mode is over, and we transition into F1 2019 career mode with a pretty nice cutscene coming up for, getting you into the world of Formula 1. I'm going to leave you here and let the cutscene roll out, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this one and the trip down memory lane and revisiting this origin story of Devon Butler as a character in the F1 games. We'll be seeing him later in Breaking Point 3. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And if you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Ah, welcome. Come on in. Take a seat. It's time we had the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula 1 teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubters over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula 1 seat.